Dear friends, this is Srinivasan, who is having more than 35 years experiences in the construction industries, trying to present you a small presentation on damp proof course. The purpose of the damp proof course is to prevent any water percolations or seepages from the natural soil or from the outer surfaces or from the concreting slab to the top level brickwork, etc. etc. The damp proof course is a must to prevent a capillary action in the buildings, and a damp proof course is also a must for prevention of dampness. The entrance or infiltration of dampness here content inside a structure, the methodology of the damp through its dividers, floors or a rooftop is known as a dampness. Well springs of dampness, that means sources. Damp rising from the soil either through the bottom or through the ground surface adjacent to the walls. Dampness infiltrating the dividers because of a downpour beating on them during a proceeded with a wet climate. Dampness infiltrating into the structure through damaged development, for example, downpour water pipes, splitting rooftops, splitting or stifled drains and so forth. Most ascending starting from the earlier stage, in light of the fact that there is no clammy verification course or on the grounds that the current DPCT has been spanned by the earth outside, being banked up to shape a bloom bed or other reasons. Impact of a dampness. It makes decays the wooden individuals gathered in the structures. It causes erosion of the metals utilized in the development of a structure. It causes stripping off and evacuation of a mortar. It makes paints get rankled and blanched, and the surface subsequently gets distorted. It makes floors of the structure stay appalling since they can't be cleaned well. Rugs, whenever utilized on the floors of a damped fabricating, gets wrecked prior. All electrical establishments get obliterated. It diminishes the life of the structures overall. At the point when sagginess ascends into brickwork, certain salts broke down in it additionally ascend with it and show up as white store on the divider surface, because of which brickwork crumbles and tumbles to powder. It causes unhygienic conditions for the inhabitants of the structure and influences antagonistically their well-being. Moistness produces upsetting smell, foul air, mold practices, which makes it difficult to store supplies of a family merchant. Reasons for dampness. Downpour penetration. Appropriately built dividers offer impressive protection from downpour. Infiltration, yet its fast entrance, happens through the joints and permeable blocks of stones. Downpour infiltration is additionally conceivable through the rooftop segments, splits and joints brickwork, the dividers and the rooftop. Level of the site. Structures based on a higher ground can be depleted of effectively, and consequently they are less obligated to a soddenness. Yet low-lying territories can be effectively depleted of and accordingly causes clamming in the structure. Drainability of the site. Rock and sandy soil permit water to go through effectively through clay soils, hold dampness and furthermore causes soddenness because of slim ascent. climatic conditions. Sourness is additionally caused because of the built-up of dampness present in the air under freezing atmosphere. Built-up of the climatic dampness can be distinguished by the drop of dampness present on the roofs, dividers, floor, and so forth. Inadequate orientation. The structure having its dividers presented to facilitate showers of deluge are getting less quick sun radiates due to insufficient bearing is committed to wetness. Moistness entrapped during construction. Dividers while being created are in the wet condition. This may proceed with moistness for a broad stretch after the advancement is over, a result of the usage of impactful or stomach setting agent water, which causes wetness in the structure. Blemished materials. Wetness is in like manner caused as a result of soakages of sourness by the insufficient materials like penetrable squares, sensitive stones, etc., especially when they are used outside the dividers. Deficient construction. If there are any spillage on the showers, downwater pipes, kitchens, bathrooms, etc., it will cause dampness in the structure. Prevention of a dampness. Precautions. Select a sit to ensure that the primary point where water is stuck in a pit is at any rate 10 feet beneath the outside of the ground, even in the wet season. Make the ground surface encompassing the structure incline away from the house with the goal that downpour water depletes away before it has the opportunity to gather. In the event that the structure is in a slope side, ensure that the land over the house is satisfactorily depleted around the structure and not through it. Methods. The following are the methods that can be adopted for the prevention of dampness in the building. By surface treatment. This surface treatment compromises in fillings or blindings the pores of the material presented to dampness by painting a water repellent material over the surface. A portion of the materials utilized are sodium or potassium silicates, aluminum or zinc sulfate, barium hydroxide, and magnesium sulfate in exchange applications. Delicate cleanser and aluminum additionally added in interchange application. Lime and licensed oil, coal tar, bitumen, waxes and fats, shellas, tars and gums, and so on. By integral treatment. The necessary treatment comprises of adding certain parts to the solid or a mortar during the way towards blending to make it more thick by filling the pores through the synthetic activity or a mechanical impact. For instance, mixes like a chalk powder, more fulls air, and so on act precisely, and mixes like a soluble silicates, aluminum or zinc sulfates, calcium, aluminum or ammonium chlorides, iron fittings, and so forth act synthetically. If 5% cleanser is included, the water to be utilized for setting up the mortar. The pores get tapped up and covering up water repellent substances adhere to the divider surface, which makes it adequately moist. Verification. Special construction techniques. By building the outside dividers of adequate thickness, by utilizing the blocks of good quality for building the outside dividers, by building the dividers in rich concrete mortar, by giving string courses and moldings, by fixing down water pipes adequately with the goal that water may not spill through the intersection of the dividers and rooftop. By developing a empty block dividers, means these dividers are assembled typically with a toughness of 9 inches inside, the airspace of about 2 inches between the internal skin of 4 inches inside and outside. The two skins are bonded together by method of excited iron divider ties. By providing a dam proof course, this consistent layer of impenetrable material which is given in the middle of the wellspring of a soreness and some portion of the structure is known as a damp course. Providing a damp proof courses. Damp proof courses consist of two types. One is horizontal DPC. It is given in the dividers at a plinth level as 1.5 inch thick layer of 1:2:4 cement concrete secured with a 2 layer of hard bitumen or polythene sheet or metal sheet of lead, copper or aluminium. It is likewise given in the rooftops as 2 layers of the hard bitumen, bitumen felt, mastic block top or sheets of polythene, lead, copper or aluminium over the RCC piece. Even DPC is additionally given in floors if the subsoil water table is high and dampness probably going to ascend to the floors by leakages included by the slim activity of the soil or a dirt. This is the methodology of a damp proof course which is done below the plinth level. By providing a damp proof course, vertical DPC. Vertical DPC is generally given in the outside dividers as 3-4 inch thick 1:3 concrete sand mortar covered with 2 washings of hard bitumen. It is additionally given to forestall the clamminess into the dividers of the storm cellars from the nearby soil. As cellars are worked subterranean level, these are destined to be assaulted by sogginess from the dirt beneath just as from outside the dividers. An ordinary cellar area demonstrating the soggy conformation course is appeared in figure number 119. On the off chance that the top of the water underneath the degree of the floor is high, a layer of rock 4.5 inch thick is laid under the base of a cement of a floor as appeared in figure number 120. Likewise, rock is documented between the dividers of the storm cellar neighboring. DPC in basements. The gravel under the floor collects the seepage water and delivers to the gravel outside the external walls through the communicating pipes buried horizontally through the concreting foundation walls. Drain pipes of footing drains are laid around the footing buried inside the gravel. These footing drains lead to the seepage of water to a natural drain, if nearby, or to a dry wall. A dry well is pit excavated in preamble soil or one having its bottom in such a soil and filled with a gravel or a crushed rock. If preamble soil is not present nearby, the water is pumped out of dry wells by hand pumps or other techniques. This is the figure number 119 which I am talking about it. You can see the flooring, you can see the window. Here how we do the dampness. Asphalt coated given top, then the brick and cement. This is the plinth level. This is a treatment for waterproofing basement level. This is the figure number 120 which I am talking about it. Asphalting filled basement, then you fill with the gravel, so which stops the penetration of the soil water through the pipes. This is figure number 121. When there is a flooring has been done, flooring, windows, this is the highest watermark what we are talking about it. Brick on edge in the cement, asphalt RCC slab. That's what is the most critical area, and this is the basement floor. Thank you for watching this presentation. Kindly subscribe, like and share, which will motivate me for a further good presentation. In case of any queries, do not hesitate to write to me. The response shall be at the earliest. Contact me civilconclave@gmail.com or at my telegram groups, Ask Srini telegram groups. The link is as follows. Thank you for watching the presentation. Kindly subscribe and share, which will motivate me to give a further good presentation. Thank you.